G'day viewers, and welcome to a very rainy Australia today. Doing a bit of work in the shed on the A model Ford. So I'm doing another experiment with trying to prevent rust from coming from the fuel tank into the carburettor. So what I normally do is place a small neodymium magnet here on the frame next to where the fuel bowl is, and that seems to attract a bit of rust, or seems to attract all the rust that's in the bowl over to that side of the bowl. But I figured I want to catch the rust actually before it comes from the top of the fuel supply here, before it even gets to the bottom of the bowl, because some of it may not even be going near the magnet. So what I've done here, I've got a small magnet in the bottom of the bowl, which is hopefully going to be held in place because it will be attracted to this bit. And then I've got 3 magnets on top of the strainer and 3 magnets on the bottom of the strainer to hold those magnets in place. So going to see how much rust they can pick up. I've been having a bit of rust lately. I'm not sure if it's due to the fact that I left it for a month or two with only half a tank of fuel in it. I normally fill the car up almost every time I drive it. So yeah, so I'll see if that's if that is any success or not. Meanwhile, I did another video some time ago about putting a cut-off solenoid on the fuel lines. I know that a lot of people are going to complain about rubber hoses on the fuel lines, and hopefully I'll get around to hard piping them at some stage. But this little solenoid is fantastic. I shut the fuel off at the valve underneath the fuel tank every time I come home, but I do a lot of short trips going down to the shops or taking my dog to the park, and so this thing works really well because I don't have to shut off the fuel valve and then drive off into traffic and forget that I've shut it off. And but yeah, it just works really well for stop-start type driving. So that solenoid is powered, not only it's via the ignition switch, and then it's got a little electronics module that we use here in Australia for vehicles that are powered by LPG or propane. And that little electronics module is connected here on the negative of the coil, and detects whether the points are opening and closing, and if the engine stalls for some reason, if you're involved in an accident or whatever, that little electronics unit detects that the points aren't opening and closing anymore and turns off the power to this solenoid. So a bit of a safety thing as well. So anyway, yeah, so I'll see how this goes, and I'll report back at some stage whether or not I've had any success with keeping rust from going into the carburettor. Catch you later.